Okay, back to it.
Yeah, okay.
Hey. So, one thing I wanted to say too is that even though I wasn't sure when I first got here, we were willing to give it a chance. Started looking around, started looking at properties online. Then when we got here, the people were so friendly. Okay, just like anywhere, you've got some people who aren't, but the majority of people were really friendly, helpful, good attitude. Okay, and then we found out that it's actually pretty cheap to live here.
Okay, talking about the friendly, we actually talked about in the previous video, the very first people we met at the airport who showed us the way to the Uber and the Uber drivers and all those. And after we went to the bank, real estate agency, the shops, and almost everywhere.
Driver's license?
The
DMV, they were nice.
They at least appear to be nice.
Hey,
at least
that's all that matters. That's all that matters because I got done what I needed done.
Yeah, at least they're trying to be very friendly.
Yeah.
Even we went to a Goodwill store, pay for the fee, that 2-3 seconds, they start a conversation.
Why Las Vegas?
Why Las Vegas?
Why Las Vegas?
Oh, that was a very big topic. In 3 seconds, we'll have to talk about it.
Well,
because we found the Goodwill stores. Yeah.
That was the answer.
Yes. So friendly, people are friendly here is also another reason. And I found another thing is that the traffic. People said traffic is very, very bad. Actually, I found it's very easy to get around in Las Vegas, and you don't waste your hours on the road. And here, every mile you have an exit. So basically, you like the house we are going to buy, and she is going to buy. It's just a few minutes. It's a highway. And 10 minutes, you're in a strip, or 10 minutes, you're in the downtown. And you just get off the exit, it's there.
Yeah, actually, and it's pretty much like that everywhere in town. There are several highways. Okay, so you've got this little cross north and south with the highways, but then you've got a beltway that goes all the way around them as well. So it's excellent. And the only reason there's a little bit of a bottleneck near downtown is because of the construction that's going on, because they're making it wider, adding exits or something. I'm not sure exactly. But that's, I think, the most we've ever sat in traffic. That's better.
That's better. Yes. Okay, now we see Metacities better. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So the traffic is also good. You can save a lot of time if you live in the Mac City.
Yeah.
For example, I live in Tokyo. And of course, we don't drive in Tokyo. We take subway. And it's very normal, take 1 or 2 hours on the way. You say, oh, I meet you at 2 o'clock. You have to start by 12 o'clock.
Oh, no,
you have to walk like 15 minutes or 20 minutes to the subway station. You have to transit. When you, in Shinjuku, in Shibuya, some big station, you can walk from one station to other station, not station. I mean, transit from one line to another line, 10 minutes walk just inside the station. So it's very much time consuming.
Wow, I would never go anywhere.
Yes.
That would, because you would really have to be ready to get up and waste your time. Yeah. Oh, wow.
And also in Australia, I lived in Australia. So when I was in Australia, it's very normal for you to meet your friends, to have a barbecue party. You have to drive like 3 hours on the way and 3 hours back.
Wow. That wouldn't happen here unless you were going to LA to meet them.
So this is another thing, the daily life, you have to think of something very practical. We only live a limited time.
Yeah.
Okay, we only live limited time. How much time you want to use on the way?
Commuting, yeah. It's crazy.
And the fuel too, and the gasoline cost money too. Yes.
Wow.
Okay, what is, do you have notes?
Okay, it was about the traffic being easy. It has a small town feel, even though it's got everything you could want. It's Las Vegas. It has a small town feel because of all these little pockets all over. So you can find any kind of neighborhood. you can find something that does feel almost like an East Coast downtown. You can find something that feels like you live on a farm.
It's really like a I don't know if you guys knows that China built a lot of like a little world. Oh, Disneyland. They have they have a little world. The little world is that
small world. Small world, yeah.
Small world. Yeah. The small world is a place you have Paris, you have London, you have everything, you know. Mm-hmm. And if you can have a stamp there, you have been to Paris. So this is not exactly example, but similar to that. And this is a mega city in a small town, a mega city in a small geographic area. So you basically can just cross the street, you go to another country. You feel like that way. Mm-hmm. Okay, for example, if you go to Hispanic area, if you go to Marianas, if you go to El Super, you have to speak Spanish. Because so many of them, they don't really care English at all.
Yeah. Which I don't care. It doesn't matter to me because they specialize in food, so...
So once I was ordering some food, and of course I speak hablo un poquito español. So I ordered my food in Spanish. So they understood, of course. Sí, claro. So they just put out the food for me, and then they start asking me questions. Then I stuck. I look at ¿qué? And then the next guy, it's not. He's nice. He was patient. He said, "Oh, do you need me to interpret? Do you need me to translate for you?" Yeah. See, so in this situation, you always have to get some help from someone to help you out.
Yeah. Yes. Or you can point as an English teacher. You can use gestures to figure out a lot of stuff. No problem.
Yeah, only if you understood what people say. Yeah. But if you don't understand the question, how could you point? Ask you, ¿Dónde está baño?
I've lived abroad.
¿Dónde está baño?
I've lived abroad so long. I don't know.
You point the restaurant. Yeah. Then you're in trouble. Okay, people ask you where's the toilet. You say, oh, it's there. It's a restaurant. Okay, and yes, as we made a few videos and how cheaply can we live in USA, we actually found this is a place you can live luxury. You can have a helicopter. You can live in a gorgeous mansion and with a pool or whatever. But you can also live that third country, developing country, or even the cheapest country in the world. You can. You have a choice.
Yeah, yes. You do. You do. So that was a wonderful thing too, because you can live on a budget and you can also find everything that you need on that.
It's not only the budget, it's the way of living you choose.
Yeah, of course. That's what I mean. It's not just living on a budget. You can live a minimalistic lifestyle, because I really do not appreciate, and one of the reasons that in Malaysia I didn't have very many pairs of shoes, I would just basically wear them till I got sick of them or they wore out and then get a new one, is because I was not willing to spend that kind of money. It just wasn't worth it to me. So,
but here suddenly you have so many shoes that you don't have a place to put.
True, very true. That's because of you, though.
Okay, I'm the one to blame too. Okay, and the other thing is that you can live cheaply here, but at the same time with a certain quality. Okay, it's not like a poor. No, you can buy things very cheaply with very quality, very expensive, original, very expensive, has a high value. Okay, put it this way. So we made this video, how cheaply can we live here? So some people made a comment. Oh, wow, if these things we can find in China, it will be gone immediately. That is the point. In certain countries, especially developing countries, there's no resource to get cheap things. But here, because there are so many rich people, they donate, they give. Then that give the poor people. We are poor people. Well, not exactly poor, but
but not rich. That's for sure.
We're going to be. So give us a chance to live the way we liked. For like us, we don't just pick up any garbage, okay, any trash.
No.
We are looking for quality things.
Yeah. And I've never been one for name brands. When I'm in a regular retail store, I couldn't care less. But actually, it is kind of thrilling when you're at the clearance center and you pick up a pair of, really high-end pants or shoes, and they've never been worn. And you know that these cost like $100 or more. It's really awesome. And then they fit you and they look great.
And you bought it by weight. So
by weight. So it costs
that means
you about $1.50 maybe for a pair of shoes. Actually, not even, because they don't even weigh a pound for a pair of ladies' high heels.
They're completely new, never used before.
Never used. I mean, I have something I would never have bought. And
or we're looking for something with character, with history, with memory, antique, and real wood things, quality things.
Well, in addition, you're not afraid when you go to a place like that. You can see a piece of furniture, and if it were an antique or if it were something that I spent a lot on, I would be afraid or reluctant to just paint it. But since you got it at the Goodwill for $1 or $2, you can paint it to match your other decor, and you don't feel guilty about it.
Yes.
You can just go, okay, that can be turned into something really wonderful.
Yes. For example, the chair we're sitting now, and Mercedes sitting in the chair is I bought from a second-hand shop for $10.
Yeah, that was expensive.
But it's not that comfortable, so we don't use this anymore. But the chair I'm sitting now, I can rock a little bit, costs 99 cents. Of course, I donate that 1 cent to my goodwill and to charity.
Well, I know people have said Goodwill's not a charity.
I donated 50 cents yesterday.
Ooh, yeah. But people say that somebody was saying Goodwill's not a valid charity or something.
Doesn't matter.
But I don't
50
care.
cents.
It's a charity to us.
50 cents, I can buy a book.
But see, it is a charity to us because it's helping us get things at a cheap price. Otherwise, we couldn't. I mean, I couldn't. I wouldn't.
It's okay. You have this mood that I have contributed something to the society.
Gotcha.
Yes. Okay. What else do you want to make? Why Las Vegas? Oh, yes. Another thing is we must say the real estate. Real estate is very important. The price is going high so crazy. If I have bought a house here in 1910, if you bought like 5 houses here. 2010, 8 years ago, if I bought 5 houses here, I'm rich now. Yeah. The price has tripled. It's tripled, okay? Like by that time, I could buy a house like 50,000. But now it's 150, but still affordable. Still not that expensive.
No, especially when you look at the other large cities in America. Honestly, I know that it's all about what the local the local real estate is going for, but honestly, the price of the real estate it's not like California or New York.
No. Don't talk about America. Talk about Malaysia. Talk about China.
Malaysia. Oh my goodness. Compared to Malaysian property, this is cheap. You're getting landed property. Landed. Okay. Multiple bedrooms. 4 bedrooms. 2 baths, soon to be 3. And this is half the price of an apartment.
Okay. And in China, or in Beijing, or in Shanghai, maybe this is the price you can buy a toilet. I'm not kidding. You can buy the bathroom section in a mansion for this price.
Wow.
I'm not joking.
Wow.
This is China. It's a cheap country. It's supposed to be.
Obviously, it's not. So people need to have a more worldly perspective, or they have to understand at least. I don't care if you have a more worldly perspective. That's up to you. But please allow us our worldly perspective, because to us this is still an excellent deal, and it's yours.
Yes, I know that when the price is 50, it's not fair. It's not fair for the builders. It's not fair for the bank. It's not fair for the who build the house. So I think 150 is a fair price. Why? The land costs the money. It's like 6,000 square feet land. It could cost like 40, 50,000 at least. Yeah. And you build a house like a 1,500, 1,300 square feet house. You just count like 100 for 1 square feet. That's over 100,000. So I think 150 is a fair price. So we're not coming here, at least this time, looking for bargain. We must invest in a house. After 5 years, we're going to be rich. No. We just want a place to get a start. So we don't really worry that much. We pay maybe 20, 30,000 more to let people make the money. It's okay. Some people make money. It's okay. For us, we think it's a fair price, and we think it's a good place, and we think this is a point, a good chance for us to get a start. So we are going to, she is going to buy a house very soon. I hope that it's going to be closed very soon, and we will start life here. Of course, I will keep traveling. Don't get disappointed. Okay, old folks, Daniel is not going to stuck here. Daniel is going to travel again to Africa, to South America, to all these countries you want to visit that you are not able to. You just name it, I go. I go for you. Okay, I will make videos, but Mercedes will stay here. Then we will have a base AV Daniel violin channel. We'll have a base in Las Vegas.
So people can say go somewhere and you're going to go there?
Yes.
What if it's somewhere really dangerous?
What else can I do? They rape me, maybe?
No. Hey, you never know.
I'm a good
not
guy.
Talking about by girls.
It's a challenge.
Okay. Anyway,
the
only other thing was the natural beauty. Really, you don't get sick of it.
So when we talk about the weather, so this is one thing I want to say. The landscape is so beautiful. The sky, every day, almost every day in the morning, in the evening, is different. And you just drive. It's dangerous when you drive because your eyes is everywhere. Oh my God. Look at the sky. So in that sense, traffic is bad here in Las Vegas because the surroundings, the crowds are so beautiful, just distract you.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
So when you drive, look in front.
Yes. Actually, hopefully you look in front and not days off. Hopefully you look in front, pay attention, not days off looking into the mountains. Because they're all around you. They're surrounding Las Vegas.
And high heels too.
While you're driving? I guess if we're on the strip. But I don't drive on the strip. I go to parking. That's it. Then walk.
Have you finished?
I do believe. Yep.
Okay. Let's conclude our video. I hope you like it. And why Las Vegas? Okay. And if you have more questions, more advice, more experience, please share with us. And we will sure make more videos according to your questions and to your request.
Yes.
And please tell me, how does Mercedes look today?
He chose this. Just, so either thank him or hate him for it.
This is rather business-like.
It's my real estate jacket.
Okay, we have a question. Last question is, we would like to have we don't really want to get into the real estate business, but we would like to have it as a experience. If anyone knows how to do auction, the house auction, please give us your advice or your source. We would like to get into touch with people. We would like to learn about that field.
Yeah, it's very complicated, it seems, so I wouldn't try to go it alone. But I wouldn't mind tagging along or picking someone's brain who's an expert.
Yes, and make videos about it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye.
You look good.
Thank you.
You look good today. And the hair is also nice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.